Okay, well, let's see about Ranju. Male, 37, April 13. Profession, entertainment company and maid cafe manager. He likes unusual things, dislikes ordinary things. Hobbies, work, skills, enjoys songwriting. Okay. Ranju manages the entertainment office Lebanon Skate and maid cafe Sunfish Pocket. He is the ex-husband of Shoko Nagami and Mizuki's father. He has been Date's close friend for 5 years. Huh. Quite interesting. What about Inmate 89? Yeah, not much to say about him. He's male, he's early 40s, birthday unknown, mysterious inmate currently serving a life sentence at Fuchu prison for murder, known only as number 89. It's probably gonna get updated at some point in the future. Yeah, I guess so. So, Aiba, what do you have to say about this inmate 89? What's he in jail for?
Murder. He is serving a life sentence for multiple counts. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
6 years ago? That number again. Who is 89?
From what I can determine, he is an assassin. He accepts jobs from the criminal underworld for substantial rewards. His code name is Falco.
Falco?
Falco?
Correct.
Oh my god. Falco? Oh. Your pulse is rising once more, Date. What's the relationship between So and 89, though?
Unknown. You would have to ask Mr. Sejima for that information.
Number 89 said he knew who killed Shogo.
He did, but that may be a lie.
Does he have any connections to the Cyclops serial killings?
Unknown. In all honesty, I have no idea.
I guess we're officially calling it the Cyclops serial killing.
Unknown.
You don't know?
He is not registered in any databases.
Really?
He could be a foreigner or recent immigrant, but it would be impossible to determine from where. However, I did not detect any accent in his speech. I believe we can conclude that he grew up in Japan.
Number 89.
Should we visit Fuchu prison?
Yeah, we definitely shall. Well, okay, now did they update 89 because of this information? Nah, not yet. Since we learned this from Aiba.
No, we don't have time.
Oh.
Call up boss. Tell her to request that number 89 be brought to Abyss.
Okay, that sounds lovely.
Roger.
Until then, though, so Sejima, we have to talk to you about some stuff. Or rather, we are just here to visit you, see if you are doing anything suspicious. Sejima Residence. Monday. Not as cool as Sunday.
I heard there was no body found at the cold storage warehouse.
Well, are you gonna start rubbing it on us? So?
Isn't your investigation over?
Not quite. You're still highly suspicious for going to the warehouse in the first place, whether you killed a.k.a. or not. How about Iris?
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know that girl. I've never seen her before.
Date.
I knew he was lying. This proves it.
I am having difficulty determining his motive for lying. After all, Iris was not killed.
Maybe he's got a secret with her he doesn't want us knowing.
Hold on a second. This... You never seen her before. I mean, we've definitely... This makes me think of that picture that we shown So about A.set. If he never seen A.set before, now he knows how she looks like. Because, oh, okay, you're probably gonna bring up the argument of how we've seen A-Set in his dreams. Therefore, he definitely must have seen A-Set before, but it could be that he recreate. Nah, hold on a second, that doesn't make sense. The photo that we had of A-Set, it was only from the torso up, right? In which case, he wouldn't really know what he was wearing as that she was wearing a skirt or what kind of shoes she would be wearing, so yeah, he definitely must have seen her before the photo and such.
What are you hiding so?
I don't know, just thinking about this sort of stuff. It's good to think about every single angle. About inmate 89.
Number 89?
An inmate at Fuchu prison. He used to go by Falco. He was an assassin.
Odd, finding such a person in Japan. What about him?
About a week ago, he called your secretary.
I don't know anything about that. He was probably calling for a pardon or some such nonsense. My secretary probably decided it wasn't worth my attention.
Then what?
If you need information, you can ask her. I can't help you.
Okay.
I told you I will not answer that question.
Well, why?
And why not? We didn't find anything there. There's nothing to hide.
I mean, if it's definitely not for murder, if we were to establish that it wasn't that you murdered A-Set or murdered anybody, then why hide it so? Is it something else that isn't murder? Is it some corrupt stuff that you are doing as a congressman?
It appears that he will not respond.
Alright, you keep it quiet for now. We will find out.
You are beginning to irritate me.
What did you want to talk to her about? What is the private matter you mentioned? What is your relationship with her?
I'll answer your questions when you present a warrant.
Unless, hold on a second, going back to that thing I said about A-Set. It very could be that seeing A-Set in Somnium is influenced by Date. Even if So never seen her entire body, or I don't know. Am I complicating stuff right over here? I don't know. I guess we shall figure it out once we get more info. Right now, my brain is a little mush today.
Haven't you people got enough? I'm very busy. Excuse me. Oh, actually, I do have one more thing to tell you. To be honest, Kaname Date, I don't like you. I don't ever want to see you again. So I suggest that you don't show your face here anymore. It's what's best for both of us. Understand?
Well, no surprise in that reaction, so I walked away sternly.
Who does this guy think he is?
Date, your blood pressure is skyrocketing.
Yeah, man, calm down, man.
Any higher could kill you. Relax, Date. We still have much to do.
I know.
Okay. Topiary, that's a big green mochi. Actually, not that up close, it's just a bush. A spherical bush. Not a mochi. Definitely not a mochi. A garden stone. Lantern.
Speaking of gardens, what kind do you prefer?
I like a well-manicured lawn. But some bushes aren't bad either. I mean, what?
What? Date, what are you thinking of? Do I want to know? This is my residence. What a huge residence. Trees!
Iva, look. A merman.
So is a wealthy politician. It is no surprise to me that he has a merman.
Wait, what? You actually believing it?
Wait, a merman?
Hey everybody, I'm a merman.
What? Mermando? I heard a strange voice just now. Could he be... Mermando! Where are you? Maple is missing you. There's a small island that's center that pond. Bernardo? Alright, let's just get going. Something tells me that I'm gonna have to take an extra dosage of olanzapine once I go home, but let's go to ASAT. Let's see how she's doing. Sagan Residence. Monday.
I apologize for yesterday. I arrived uninvited.
No, I'm grateful. Thanks to you, Mizuki has her voice back.
No, I didn't do anything.
Another lovely day. Where is ASAT? By the way, about Iris.
I've put Iris through so much. I was 19 and single when she was born. People didn't take kindly to that. But Iris was such a fighter. She always protected me. I remember, one time at the nursery, some of the other mothers were talking about me. Iris ran up to them and said, "Don't talk about my mommy." I'm supposed to be the mother, but it's Iris who's always protecting me.
It is lovely nonetheless. Your daughter truly cares about you. Hitomi. Shelf. Shoebox. Nothing to say about the shoes? You don't want to smell them? Hey, there's the crushed companion cube.
I've been wondering about that picture.
Iris drew it when she was 12.
That's you on the left and Iris in the middle, correct?
Yes,
And who's on the right?
the man I was dating at the time.
Oh. What was his name?
It was only for 3 months, but I met him about 6 years ago. Have you been to the Kume Shrine in the Minato district? I was praying there one day, and I heard a voice. Well, more like a groan. Behind the shrine, I saw a man sitting on the ground. He was bleeding badly from his stomach. I took out my phone to call an ambulance, but he grabbed my wrist, and he held me, and then he kissed me.
What?
I was shocked, but when I stared into his eyes, then I heard footsteps, and then a bunch of men yelling. They were looking for him. When the voices and footsteps faded, he let me go. Don't call an ambulance, and don't call the cops. I knew he had to be a criminal, so I took him to an underground clinic I knew.
You took him to a mob doctor?
Renju's friend. I only met him once. Even though we had our first kiss seconds after meeting each other, it took a long time before I got to see him again. The first time we held hands was when we watched a horror movie together. The first time I took his arm was when we went to a haunted house in an amusement park. But I wasn't the one who grabbed him. A zombie jumped out and scared us, and he clung onto my arm. He had that cute side to him, and I was falling in love.
Well, that's lovely. But I do have to ask about that kissing incident. That is quite an interesting first meeting.
Our second kiss was in the car. It's cliche, I know, but we drove around at night, looking at all the lights. We parked our car near a warehouse and kissed. I don't think we ever said I love you, but we both knew. I introduced him to Iris about a month after I first met him. Iris never had a father figure in her life before. She warmed up to him immediately and treated him like a real dad. From then on, it was always the three of us together. We would go to the beach, to the river, the zoo, the amusement park. Going to barbecues with another person was a new experience for me and Iris. Everything felt so fresh. Every day was so exciting.
Okay, well, what happened to
Sorry.
him?
You asked about the picture. He wanted to make okonomiyaki one day. He was working with the hot plate. It was ridiculous. He was trying to flip one, and it flew up in the air and landed right on my head. Iris saw the whole thing and laughed and laughed. I hadn't seen her laugh like that in a long time. I was having so much fun that I put an okonomiyaki on their heads too. Plop, plop. I added the bonito flakes and mayo and sauce. At this point, there was no going back. Eggs flew, flour going everywhere. The room was not a pretty sight. After our battle, we laughed like crazy. We were rolling around on the floor.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
So Iris decided to draw it. It's nostalgic.
Oh. I see. They're all muddied and such. Yeah, because the food. Huh. Okay.
They died when I was 17. I was an orphan, and my relatives lived far away. They might have taken me in, but I was already in my second to last year of high school. It wasn't a good idea for me to move that late. So I decided to stay here, by myself.
And take care of Iris.
Yes, all alone. But Renju would help sometimes. It was always just me and her. Vacations, barbecues, zoos, amusement parks. Just me and her. Oh, that reminds me. When Iris was 5, there was a children's theater show in Bloom Park. It was called Milky Moon. It was about girls as magical space rangers and such. She loved singing and dancing, even as a kid. Whenever she heard music, her body would start moving. It was a quirk of hers.
Maybe this Milky Moon was her inspiration.
And she did it at the show, too. Toward the end, when all the Milky Moon girls were dancing to the ending song, Iris climbed up onto the stage and danced with them. I tried to stop her, of course. I grabbed her arm and tried to get her to sit, but before I knew it, she was up there, dancing. And everyone was so excited. Even I was dancing by the end of it. When it was over, she had the biggest smile on her face. Mama, you're a good dancer. That's the kind of girl she was.
So lovely. And then what?
Whenever she sees someone playing music on the street, she'll run up and join them, right then and there. Music at the train station, the crosswalk beeping, even at convenience stores. When their little chime played, she would start dancing.
Even in elevators?
It almost got her into trouble once. She was on the jungle gym and a truck drove by. It was playing loud music out the windows. She climbed up to the top and started dancing.
What?
But she lost her balance and fell. She fractured her leg pretty badly. It was on a Sunday, and it was hard to find an open emergency care. I was carrying her on my back, running and running through town. I could still hear her crying. Will I still be able to dance, Mommy? Can I still dance? She cried and cried into my shoulder. It was the only time she ever cried so much. No, that's not true. There was one other time.
Oh? Well, what was the other time? I mean, if it's too hard for you to talk about it, then you don't have to.
6 years ago, I was the victim of a shooting. After the surgery, Iris came in running. She was sobbing.
Mommy, don't die! Don't die! Please don't die, Mommy! Don't die!
I swore to myself then that I would protect her, no matter what. Iris is everything to me, more important than my own life.
Can you tell me about the person that shot you in the arm? Was it somebody that you knew, or did you learn something about it from the police? Yeah, it is Monday, isn't it school day?
Today's a holiday. I suppose there's never a day off for a detective. Oh, but you aren't a detective, right?
Technically, yes. But I still deal with crime.
I see. Today is a holiday.
You forgot too, didn't you?
Oh, there is. Do you know where Renju is? Have you heard of him lately?
You asked me that yesterday.
Yeah. There's no point hiding it. I told her about Renju's appearance.
Right from the hospital?
Yep.
I'm sorry. I have no idea.
I guess not.
Iris must really enjoy dancing.
Yeah.
Though her drawing skills could use some work.
What, you mean that? She was like... Well, she was very young when she did that.
Drawing skills?
Look at the drawing on the wall.
But those days didn't last. 6 years ago, in November, a man with a gun broke into our house. Fortunately, Iris wasn't home at the time, but my boyfriend was. That's why the gunman came. He wanted to kill him. He wanted to kill him and he would never stop. He pulled the trigger. I tried to protect him. The bullet hit me, but the police arrived. They were both arrested and incarcerated.
Why was he after your boyfriend?
Before he met me, he committed some terrible crime. I don't know the details, but it was awful.
Probably has something to do with that first meeting you had with him.
So he became a target for underworld criminals. I don't know exactly why, but I know that he betrayed them in some way.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
I had heard that that incident was a random break-in gone wrong.
Oh. That's not true. I lied about it at the time, because of Mizuki. Mizuki is Iris's friend. If she found out, Iris would find out too. I didn't want Iris to know.
Know what?
That I was dating a criminal. He was her father figure. Iris looked up to him. If she found out about his past...
I had a drawing on the wall. I drew it when she was 12. I see. Well, I cannot go more to the right or to the left? I guess so.
Date, we can't spend time reminiscing. We have to get moving.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright. Oh, this was lovely. Oh, Hitomi. You told us about Aset. You told us so much about her. So, let's go to Limnan's Gate. We shall talk some more later, Hitomi. Limnan's Gate. Monday.
I am so aggro right now.
Uh-oh. She caught you, Date. You didn't go to the date with her.
Who says that?
Why are you angry?
You backed out on your Shovel Forge promise.
I didn't make any promises.
You promised me a date, though.
I did go to your house.
Well, I guess in Date's eyes that counts.
2 minutes before midnight, and you didn't even take me anywhere.
Yeah, because we only had 2 minutes.
We could have gone somewhere. Itura, Kunashir, Shikotan, Habomai?
Maybe even to Tiefbell.
Absolutely not.
Then you should have come earlier.
Well,
Bad man. Bad man, bad man, bad man. Date. Magazine rack. Lots of magazines in that rack. Special. How to make good soba. I'll bring that one home for later. Vending machine full of drinks. Hello there, receptionist. I want to know your mission. Can I have your contact? What's your type? I want to know where Renju is. Date.
I'm 5'4".
That is clearly not what you meant.
Nice try, Date. Nice try.
Oh, I like guys that like New Guinea fruit bats and yellow spotted neck turtles.
That's pretty specific.
I cannot even picture that.
Yeah, I guess so. The company's logo. Living in the skate.
Date, look! It's a Terraphila camellifolia! Look!
Oh my goodness gracious, it's a...
Yay! Yay!
Oh. I guess so, you do like plants and bugs, from what I remember. Let's go over Aiba's profile once more. Insects, spiders, nah, doesn't say anything about plants though. So why are you that enthusiastic about it, Aiba?
Go Terraphila camellifolia!
Aiba gets awfully excited about insects. Oh, so it was an insect. Okay, I thought they were talking about kind of plant, but yeah, a plant. She really likes insects. She should meet Gonta Gokuhara from Danganronpa. There's an abstract painting hung up.
Like it? It's called Fisherman Shagging a Common Dandy.
Huh. Abstract painting. Never understood that kind of art.
I should lose some weight.
I didn't say so fat.
Said so far. It's a monitor. Nothing is displayed on it.
It's a high table.
Date, I don't understand. You want me to say hi to this table?
That's not what I said.
Hi, table. Man, I swear, the jokes in this adventure, I swear. The jokes coming from this man. There's probably an office back there. Alrighty then. Just trying to avoid ASAP, I guess. Can I have your contact information?
Why?
Well, because it may lead to something in the future.
I don't know.
Date, we're on an investigation.
Just let me have this.
I guess so.
That's enough. I'll come right out of your eye socket if you don't stop.
She will explode your fucking head off. With the self-destruct button.
I'm serious. I'm going to pop out.
Oh! Abba flew out of my left eye and started dancing on the desk. The receptionist immediately fainted. I saw the whole thing and also fainted. And so, my story ended. The end. But I couldn't let that happen, so I decided not to ask her for her information. Oh, phooey.